circles around. Kenris Matherin from the outside. Rich Williams says he hoists and hits.
Lou has become more
predictable. Paris is going to defend.
Ball out. You're going to take that ball out all the time.
NBA for you. As Buddy Hield passed open, he's going to fire away again. Has to fire it up with the shot clock dwindling. Over Kenrich gave it right back to Getty.
You practice this all the time in practice, okay?
TJ McConnell.
My goodness. No whistle.
Collision inside. No on the shot from Getty. On the brim. Way out of control on the drive.
Yeah, actually.
It's the rookie Jay Will from the corner. Is this going to go the other way?
Getty does a good job first half of basketball.
In the game against Brooklyn after trailing by double.
How about that pass? That time by Shea.
The defense once again swarming.
All time out here with 4:30.
Section on the bench. Isaiah Joe waits with a three. There's going to be a loose ball foul.
And once again, it's coming off its zone defense. You start your.
Indiana hasn't been able to get much going, but does not want to foul McConnell. That's going to go the. Shea is good.
Seen tape on him where he picked
that type of brand of basketball that it wants out of the gates, bursting with it here tonight.
On the air and pass.
Let's take a good look at Mark Dagenhall.
And the drive, and it's been a key cog for them. Isaiah Joe, what? Oh, and a minute.
This big, long East Coast road trip.
He's going to blame the shoe. His defensive prowess sets it up there.
Points.
From the outside, can't make. McConnell left open.
Because they have the second best bench as well. And at that time, package.
That means free throws for Indiana. Hurt. About taking a charge.
Yeah, no.
Players on Shea. Shea breaking down the defense.
You can't attract it. Both these teams.
SGA. Oh, he missed this. He made a name for himself. Holds up and off in 7.4. Inbounds pass, sets it up. Neesmith had the mindset of
watch NBA players. Don't just watch the shoot.
Strong stretch on the road.
Everyone around the NBA has celebrated.
Second leading score among rookies. Because here they made some adjustments. Off of OKC.
Oh.
Unfortunate that it's not. This is an Indiana team that you only.
That's a long,
And there's still a handful of teams they haven't played.
Yeah, it's gonna dry spell.
To find the open man, he does. It is Wiggins. Wiggins, good defense. Boy, it was
break points that Mark talked about in addition right now among teams with 10
shot and the emphasis on it.
Better catch it for game. I think you're absolutely right. He catches Wiggins, fighting green, off balance.
And then now you come up with the rebound.
Know that Jay Will had those moves. There is no. And TJ What is Indiana?
Second quarter. They continue.
Dort off 1 foot, hangs in the air. It's Turner straight away and all. Getty, nice no-look pass inside.
And this is going to be an offensive foul. Officials.
Shea leans in. And Dort. Now Shea quickly in.
By playing physical. He's done a great job all season long.
Players that can do that in Arizona is on the top scoring bench.
When they made the big trade.
Isaiah Joe's already made two. Kid trying to break down that Indiana defense. Got Shea, had the feet set.
Yeah, a lot of second one. They laughed. Wiggins and Scala and Trey. There's going to be another.
A lot of space. Matherin and Isaiah Joe. Strike.
Fourth one here in this first half. As Joe just said, all right, look, you know what?
Thunder break down that zone.
College, high school, and the NBA.
Holds up mid-range.
Basketball.
Now Doherty.
Just saw Kenrich do. Man,
yeah. Exactly, but when at heel. It's downhill, drives in.
And playing on the pass, and that is leading to
3-run Indiana is Jalen Williams. A little ball fake, that was able to shed.
Lost in translation on that.
Getty with the cut and shot. Kenrich, open man and Shea has the feet set in the positive way for OKC. Knight using the contact. And once again.
And look, he's got his radar going right.
So nonchalant to Dort.
He can't block them all. And road trip that Josh Giddey did a good.
Physical he is. He's obviously Indiana team is game over 500 with the field has been quiet, but Neesmith, oh boy, Shea camped out, and he's on the other end with Neesmith, little redirection.
Of busting up that play.
Against good perimeter, disruptive on him. Another three from
that.
with those holes. And Giddy's turn. He's open.
Back-to-back buckets.
Kenrich steps into it.
I was like, okay, then you come.
And nothing doing. Whipping over to the outside. Kenrich Williams.
Video. You can turn around.
Oh, and J-Dub King is Brissett out of the time quarter. Those driving lanes of Shea, so he flashes. It's not the same person. We've empty trips on the offensive end, and it leads.
Fast break points.
It is fourth. Just fumbled the pass, and now Brissett. And this is going to go
To score or makes a play.
So Michael,
So he's way underneath the basket.
Duarte, nobody there. And Shea.
Here.
That's the one.
Any part of that ball.
You see Indiana been trying to get it back. Going the other way. There's going to be a foul on Shea.
Oh, James Harden rule. When they know the officials are going to make calls.
Got Shea. Once again inside. Or with under a minute to go.
31 points a game passing the basketball.
And rebounds. Under three. And Duarte. Oregon Duck. And Shea with the step.
What is an all-star? I mean, come on, man. He's stat sheet, folks, that we always like to say.
Selfish plays like tonight. And now a quick
Great job of sticking with the plan.
to work it up to this point with a lot of play.
Pass. You can drive.
Broken down. The Indiana deep. As Giddy's pass a little.
To add what you're talking about, trying to get down in transition because of those low points.
Passes have led to so many jams.
Avoided that collapse in the third quarter.
Defensively, as bait
Part of why the Thunder played some really good
this quick game at Paycom Center.
for the NBA family.
And it's going to be a lot more. Ties of basketball. This has been going on for quite some
On that block.
Taylor, he'll hang in the air long enough. Just Giddy. Off the pass from J-Dub. Jalen Williams. Remaining in this fourth quarter. Stepped out of bounds by Isaiah Joe. How about one for took it right away from Patriotism.
There's that little clip at the bottom and possibly upgraded that. That's all it takes for him to just.
Here lobs it up. Wiggins. Get it after the 12-2 Indiana run. Crosses up to Taze.
For the remainder of the quarter.
As the top. He'll go inside again. It's off. There is Giddy. Oh, he'll use the left.
Play on the road. Last couple of games of the.
Before each game, check out
Double with those 16
for the second-year player. Pass, another extra pass. Fishness, Michael, the quick passing that's down Indiana. Taylor.
turnovers. My goodness. So
You know that Indiana defense in the second quarter led this entire game.
yeah, well,
I might get you.
Jada 12 from number of 30 assists and 10 assists.
And that is just 18 of them coming from are playing some Western Conference West Coast team.
I'm just loving the ball movement. It's a lot.
Tonight, as OKC has really warned.
Try to deploy tonight. That's to have sustained success going forward.
You know, these guys are a lot of them at the infants that make that happen.
They've gotten on the other end of the floor. Wiggins. Nice block initially. No point of this game, and how about that?
You know, the Thunder got the Pacers to the floor and make a play.
It's about halfway on. He's got his heel, the heel popping out. That's a Trey Mann against Miles Turner. The Thunder able to cap.
Big part.
And this time the victim is Jalen Williams. Shea, little ball fake. That was able to shed a piece of the basketball.
Yeah, Turner got lost in translation on that play and forcing them into tough shots.
Giddy with the cut and shoot.
Made field goal over the top. Nice play by them.
Kenrich, the three. And he finds the open man, and Shea has the feet set. And really glaring in the positive way for OKC. Shea using the contact. Beautiful finish. And once again,
A couple of white shirts. And then, look, he's got his radar going right. Back out, and he drops a dime. Come on, man.
so nonchalant. On a little mustard on the dish inside to Dort. Just keep hammering the rim.
You know, he can't block them all. And, I thought during the road trip that Josh Giddey did a good
Understanding his body and how physical he is. He's obviously, those two are a big reason why this Indiana team is a game over 500 with
floater.
Field has been quiet, but Neesmith motion. Trying to shed Neesmith. Oh boy, Shea camped out, and he thought he got fouled. Here is J-Dub. He's hip to hip on the other end with Neesmith. Little redirection.
His third. But the Thunder did a good job of busting up that play. Teams at getting those transition points, the Pacers are.
They're putting them all over the place against good perimeter. Field. It's been disruptive on him. Another three from the
Thunder answered that.
So you just got so many options with those holes. And there it is. Now it's Giddey's turn. He's open.
Which is about 15 feet. It's back-to-back buckets. Wow, his body was away from that play.
Kenrich steps into it.
Yeah, you just pointed that out to me. I said, are you sure about that? I was like, okay, then you count.
Mathurin. And nothing doing. Oh, now his turn. Look at the ball. Whipping over to the outside. Kenrich Williams.
I mean, that one clip of a video, you can turn around. We're going to look. I know we're not going to always be perfect.
Oh, and J-Dub, spreading the good word of Dr. Martin Luther King, is Brissett out of the time. 4:36 left to go here, third quarter. So Indiana trying to take away those driving lanes of Shea, so he flashes. The interesting part of it, too, Michael, is it's not the same person. Indiana has started to string together some empty trips on the offensive end, and it leads.
The Pacers are on those fast break points.
It is four defenders were there, slipped it right to Jay Will, just fumbled the pass, and now Brissett. I guess you're going to go.
It seems like everybody that gets in there either gets a score or makes a play.
So, Michael, the
guy in the middle has to guard the baseline, so he's way underneath the basket with that zone defense.
Duarte, nobody there. So quick. And Shea. Shot on the finger roll.
Yeah, this is the telltale right here.
That's the one.
On plays like that, where any part of that ball, you're at 24 points.
You see Indiana been trying to get it back. Just have not been making shots. This is going to be going the other way. This is going to be a foul on Shea.
That's the old James Harden rule. On top of that, a lot of players just stop doing it when they know the officials are going to make calls.
They're rushing their shots. They're not getting very good shots. Shea, once again inside. Check out how quick these shots are for Indiana. And an opportunity for more with under a minute to go.
This team, you got your top scorer, over 31 points a game, passing the basketball.
Sports got a career high with 11 rebounds. The third quarter, plus 14 so far. Shot clock under 3. And Duarte, former Oregon Duck, and Shea with the step.
If this guy's not an all-star, okay, what is an all-star? I mean, come on, man, he's being right now, just stuffing the stat sheet, folks, as we always like to say.
So unselfish plays like tonight in 0.3 seconds. And now quick.
And the Thunder just doing a great job of sticking with the plan.
And Darius Baisley as the Thunder have put the work in up to this point with a lot of play.
It just opens up, and you can make a pass, you can drive.
Dissected and completely broken down. The Indiana deep. Indiana can score quickly. As Giddey's pass a little.
You know, the ad what you're talking about, the Thunder get down in transition. The Pacers get back in the ball game because of those low points.
See thunder.com/shop.
32 right now.
It was just remarkable how those passes have led to so many jams. Had an answer.
Well, I thought the Thunder avoided that collapse in the third quarter.
Indiana has had nothing defensively as Bates.
Certainly was a big part of why the Thunder played some really good.
Of that road trip continuing here tonight in this quick game at Paycom Center.
Chris Ford, and we certainly it's a big loss for the NBA family.
Will be remembered as the first. And it's going to be a lot more by here in the fourth quarter. They've been able to play physical enough basketball. This has been going on for quite some time.
They did a great job of fighting him down on that block.
Swiping right at Duarte. Taylor, he'll hang in the air long enough. Just Giddey off the pass from J-Dub. Blocking foul on the rookie, Jalen Williams. 8:14 remaining in this fourth quarter. We sailed out of bounds. And we get a little step out of bounds by Engaged offensively. Isaiah Joe. How about one from
A great steal by Isaiah Joe.
took it right away from Patriotism.
Not afraid to sacrifice his body. There's that little clip at the bottom. Reviewed that and possibly upgraded that. You got your hand in his back for a second. That's all it takes for him to just...
The turn up from Joe. See what he does here. Lobs it up. Wiggins. Their answer right back with 9 consecutive after the 12-2 Indiana run.
Basket.
Getting with the mismatch. Crosses up to Taze.
There's going to be free throws from now on for the remainder of the quarter.
A jump ball. As the top. He had been tied up. He'll go inside again. Wiggins stops it off. There is Giddey. Oh, he'll use the left.
Again, coming off that solid play on the road. Played well on that trip. Last couple of games of the double figures of the 3.
Before each game, check out Fang.
Giddey already with a double-double with those 16.
Just a little solid night for the second-year player. Tapped it over to J-Dub. Slips the pass. Another extra pass. Just the unselfishness, Michael, the quick passing that's in. And taken down Indiana. Taylor.
Also have 33 points off turnovers. My goodness. So you
Cracked the code of that Indiana defense in the second quarter. Thunder have led this entire game.
Oh, folks.
Much as he tried to be subtle about it,
Yeah, well,
Get you.
That might get you. Okay.
he might get you.
But this 6 rebounds. 8 of 12 from. Anytime you hit that magical number of 30 assists, and he's not on the floor right now, but he's got 12 points and 10 assists.
And that is coming from deep. He's got 20 points. 18 of them coming from. Enlighten me about it.
Right.
And they're going to finally start playing some Western Conference West Coast teams. Jay Will, little no-look pass.
I'm just loving the ball movement. 38 assists on 44 made field goals.
Over the course of the day, and this is what we've seen here tonight as OKC has really worn
Solutions for everything that Indiana tried to deploy tonight. That's the foundation of the habits to have sustained success going forward.
This is a long season. You know, these guys are, a lot of them at the infancy about doing that, and you come up and make that happen.
Shot the basketball when they've gotten on the other end of the floor. Up.
Over 19 a game.
Wiggins. Nice block initially. Commanding lead. No point of this game, and how about that?
You know, he's been a big part of why, you know, the Thunder got the Pacers. You got to have a guy who can get to the middle of the floor and make a play.
Or can't get his shoe back on. It's about halfway on. He's got his heel have it on all the way. Look at the heel popping out. That's a
Show me the basketball.
Trey Mann. Start this game, Michael, playing the 5 against Miles Turner. The Thunder able to capture.
You know, you love the fact that Kendrick was a big part of what they were trying